welcome back. It's 10:30. That means it's time for some Celebrity Dish. And for that, we have Nora Blake Smith in his house. Hey, girl.
Ladies. I'm happy to be sitting here with you wonderful ladies today.
All right. Well, you're ready for Cowboy Carter.
Okay, I just need a little cowboy hat on my head. That's it.
She's already working with the leather. We love this. It's a beautiful necklace.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So you have a very exciting project.
Yes, I do. I definitely have an exciting project. It's a video show. I'm definitely ready to step out on my own, get the content that the people want. If you're from the DMV or Baltimore, you'll see a lot of your favorites on the show.
Okay.
So I'm really excited, and it's with a different twist. So it's not going to be your normal two-couchers, sit-down type of video show. It's different.
Non-traditional.
So I can't wait for you guys to see it. Yes.
Okay, well, sounds like you're pulling a Beyonce. You're doing something out of the box.
A big one.
Speaking of which, Beyonce fans went from singing Texas Hold'em to saying, hold off, Queen Bee. Producer Chris is in the control room to explain why. Now, why are they coming for Big?
Well, listen, everybody wants to see Beyonce, but some haven't quite financially recovered from the last time around, and that's kind of what we're focused on this morning. So there are rumors that Beyonce is going to launch another tour, and she could do it as soon as today. That is the rumor. So far, no confirmation. This would be in support of her 8th studio album, Cowboy Carter. But some fans say, like I said, it's too soon. Even though the singer has not announced anything yet, the speculation has many fans already anticipating those steep ticket prices. As the rumors fly, fans are joking that they need to financially recover from the Renaissance tour the last time around. But listen, concert tickets may not be the only thing that prices jump for. Our jeans may get more expensive too. Levi Strauss stocks soared as much as 20% after Beyonce's new song called Levi's Jeans came out. The brand said her song is boosting their sales. You know, I just logged onto that website, bincountry.com, that we talked about a little bit yesterday. Now, if I remember correctly, there was only one splash page at the time. Now there are two, and there is a picture of Destiny's Child on there too, guys. I will just tell you that.
Wait a minute.
Now they're going on tour. I want to pay yesterday.
Oh, my goodness, right.
Put out my account for that.
Let me tell you, Beyonce, and people might be upset about them breaking them financially. I went to the Beyonce show, and it broke my shoes quite literally. It was raining that day when I went, and my shoes.
Yes.
And my shoes got so soaked that the heels literally broke off of them.
Oh my
Look,
goodness.
we will suffer for B.
Yeah,
we will.
I'm sorry to say, we will suffer for B. I mean, it's amazing. And I mean, her last tour was amazing. But the fact that she now has this country vibe, I can only imagine a different element that her show would have, you know? I hope so.
Yeah.
I know she hasn't said anything, but I'm crossing my fingers.
Well, my thing is, it's not just the concerts, the hair care line,
everything.
She's taking over, so when it comes down to merchandising, I mean, you're in trouble if you're trying to keep up with Big.
True. And just start saving the coins now, because we saw what happened, too, with people traveling to go see her concerts. And then, of course, you got to have the fit, right? So, yeah, I mean, hey, it's the Beyonce effect.
You know, though, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I was reading an article, though.
Okay.
And it was saying how Beyonce does wonderful on concert sales, but when it comes to having her own products, a lot of her companies haven't done so well. So I'm hoping, though, that with her hair care line, I do believe that is very true to who she is and her brand, and it's something that really makes sense for her. So I'm hoping that it does well, and it looks like it's going to do well, but I had to throw that in there because it will be interesting to see.
Are you going to buy some of the products?
Oh, of course.
Okay, I was about to say, well, you can
course.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going to support.
The thing, too, I think Beyonce, people know her. She's synonymous with music, so it's harder for her than I think some of the other artists out there to kind of switch over.
Yeah.
But she's still uber successful.
Oh, of course.
No doubt about it.
Of course.
I'm going to hold my coins for another tour. I know it's alleged at this point, but I'm hoping for that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey guys, I just want to let you know, we are following some breaking news right now. There are reports that an earthquake struck and shook New York City. It's a 4.8 magnitude centered in New Jersey. We're going to keep following that from the newsroom, but we are going to move on with Celebrity Dish. In the meantime, we will keep you posted on that. So we're going to talk about Madonna now. We're going to go from one legend to the next because fans are a little hung up over Madonna's most recent tour. Remember, she used to come on the stage very, very late, 2 hours late sometimes, and now attorneys for the pop star want the lawsuit against her dismissed. Lawyers for the Material Girl, say there was no material damage done to fans when she began the concert in New York City 2 hours late last December. Her lawyers argue the two plaintiffs in the suit didn't show any clear injuries from the late start. The plaintiffs allege both the Barclays Center in Brooklyn and Live Nation engaged in willful false advertising and misrepresentation. However, Madonna's lawyers say she rarely starts concerts on time, and her fans know it, and fans got what they paid for in a quality performance. And apparently waking up early after being out late doesn't count, guys.
I think people just want their time respected. I really do. That's what it comes down to, you know?
She shouldn't have been late, but I have to say this as a lamb, a huge fan of Mariah Carey. She is notoriously late to concerts, so I go knowing that she's going to be late, and I bond with other fans.
I feel like a lot of concerts, like it's just expected. Like you go, you're supposed to go on at 8 or 9 or 10, and you're like, yeah, it'll probably be late. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. Like you're there, you're still having a good time. Making that big of a deal out of it, where you're suing people over it. I mean, is it really worth it?
And I saw too one of the lawsuits that over the person who filed this is also a huge fan of Madonna and has gone to, quote, every tour since the 80s. So it's also kind of like, did you know that this was going to happen?
Yeah, like you should have known.
So, yeah, I'm with you. I mean, you go to these concerts or experiences, and I don't expect it to start on time, so you just kind of got to plan ahead.
Go with the flow.
As long as you have a good time, right? At the end of the day,
at the end of the day.
That's what Madonna is saying. I still deliver.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth the lawsuit.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up with one more diva, and we're talking about J-Lo, because she is apparently trying to, like, quietly rebrand her upcoming tour, and this all comes on the heels of weak sales of her latest album. So apparently she's changing the name from This Is Me Now to This Is Me Live, the greatest hits.
Interesting.
We mentioned J-Lo has had to cancel several shows recently, seemingly due to really weak ticket sales. And now this name change seems to suggest the focus of her tour will shift from her new album to more of a collection of her entire catalog. Do you guys think that's a smart move?
I don't think the title is playing a role in this. I don't think it matters. And that's no shade.
I understand.
To J-Lo.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's not me saying it, but people on Twitter are saying, like, J-Lo, is she a has-been? Do you guys consider her to be a has-been?
Oh, that's tough.
I don't know.
I will say she's been pouring more into the film side of things in recent
I would
years.
agree. I would agree.
So,
and she's a wonderful actress.
Yeah, she's very talented. As far as the rebranding, maybe those like diehard J-Lo fans, if she just goes back and sings all the hits that we know and love, that may help her with
Like
some
what
of those
Usher
ticket
did.
sales. Exactly.
Similar marketing plan.
Yeah, that may help her a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be a complete turnaround, being the fact that she had to cancel a couple of tour dates because she wasn't selling enough tickets.
I think she should go for smaller, intimate venues.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know what her ticket prices are.
I love you. That's like the most
trying not to be shady. Yeah, it's like trying not
I
to be.
just don't think this is her arena season.
I agree. And there's so many artists coming out with tours these days that you have to pick and choose.
Right? The City Winery, something like that.
And this year, Megan Thee Stallion,
wineries.
Chris Brown. I mean, there's so many people coming into town and having all these concerts. So it's like you got to give people a reason to want to spend more coins, right?
And you also see artists like Beyonce and Taylor Swift who are doing an Eras tour where they're going from the beginning to the end. Where you're seeing Beyonce, where she's having songs from her first few albums into that tour. And so you just got to keep up, and that's that's what brought people into loving you as an artist to begin with. And then you just expecting them to know every song on your current album. Like
you got to just keep
not
it
going to be
going.
able to name any. Couldn't tell you. So
Same.
All right, but I love that for J-Lo that she's changing.
We love it for her.
Keep going.
We love it for her.
Nora, I love too that you were here today.
Thank you. I love being here with you guys. Yes.
All right. Well, it's 10:38. Smokey Robinson has been